Good morning, Richard. Good morning. Three people jumped in already. Good morning, everyone. It's 5:12 in the a.m. here at Pala Beach. The beaches are open, so happy to see that. No roped off areas yet, right? And hang with me. We're gonna have a beautiful sunrise starting really soon. So appreciate you coming along. I want to tell you guys about a new YouTube channel this morning. I'd really like for you to go check it out. He's a brand new vlogger here in Thailand. He's got a really cool brand new channel. Uh, I'd say the guy's got some skills because he's already producing really good videos. So yeah, uh, I'd encourage you to go check it out. I've got his shirt on right now, but the other channel has got a little different name. But anyway, let's welcome this newbie to the Thailand vlogger world. This new channel. It's called No Time to Be Hungry. So, he's got another channel that maybe you've heard of, No Time to Be Sad, right? But there's a brand new channel, No Time to Be Hungry. Go check it out. And I do have time to be hungry. Oh my. Where did these come from? Oh, I got lots of friends. What are you doing? Huh? Well, seems that everyone likes these biscuits. What do you think, guys? Can you leave me a review on the Google Map? Huh? Go to Google Map and talk about the biscuits, okay? Thank you. I think we're getting a good review this morning, guys. Oh, I didn't see you. Hmm, pretty, huh? You're pretty. Pretty. On Facebook, open mic, call out, okay? Subscribe. Okay? Now you guys, hey, no fighting. You guys can't get all my biscuits now, huh? You cannot have all my biscuits. I bet you would take every one of them if I gave them to you. I'm gonna have to put them up here to keep them out of your reach. Wow. Hmm. Angel biscuits. Like grandma used to make. Anyway, guys, let me show you around a little bit. Before the sun comes up, you get a feel for the place. We got good overhead lighting here, so it's a pretty good way to start today. Are you kidding me? We got 21 in the house. Thank you so much. Uncle Richie, Mizzou in the house. It should be, Richard. It should be a tequila sunrise. Richard, you don't monitor my community page, do you? On the channel? I didn't think so. So you don't know what's going on, but I did make an announcement for everyone else besides Richard. Okay, Richard, you just ignore this one. On my community page, I just posted today an update about an upcoming uh, live podcast with Richard Travel. So I will be on. Hey, hey, hey! That's not right. That's not fair. That's not fair. Picking on the weakling. Hey, no, no, no. Uh, that's a sweetheart. You're the alpha, aren't you? Huh? You're the alpha. You look like it. Oh shit, we're getting them all stirred up now. But anyway, yes, I will be on Richard Travel next Saturday night, 11 p.m. Thai time, and you guys don't tell Richard anything, all right? Because he doesn't know what's going on. So, but go to my community tab on my newest post and drop a comment, a question on that tab, right? And then we'll surprise Richard Saturday night, okay? Nobody tell him. Don't anybody tell him, okay? So anyway, I'm looking forward to that next Saturday night. I'm going to try to do my end of the live stream live from the bar. It may be a closed bar, but I'm still allowed to be there, obviously. But anyway, yeah, let me show you around. I'll catch up with you guys real quick before the sun breaks. We got Richard Travel. We got Vin Rue. We got Andy Stubbs. Good morning. Good morning. Uncle Richie Mizzou in the house. Tequila Sunrise coming soon. Bill Cohen. Good morning. Good morning. I am doing fantastic. Staying optimistic, buddy. Good morning to you and friends. Thank you, Dave R. Herman Schmidt. Herman, I can't control the audio problems with StreamYard. I mean, it's just when you're mobile and you're streaming through the StreamYard app, the audio is not good. So I apologize for that, but there's nothing I can do. It's just the way it is. We're broadcasting live on Facebook at Teacher Thomas Thailand, Facebook at Scott Thomas South, and the Triple T YouTube channel. So that's the benefit of the StreamYard app. Plus, I can keep up with the chat much easier. So, but yeah, apologize for the audio. You don't get the clear audio where you can really hear the sound of the sea. Bill Cohen, thank you. Sunday evening in Philly. Thank you for dropping your location. We got Philadelphia in the house. I know Richard's watching from San Fran. So if you guys want to drop your location, appreciate it. Brock is from Perth. Good day, mate. Thanks for coming in, Brock. Good morning to you. Busted. Ha ha ha. Hey, Richard, I know you don't follow the channel that well, so just don't bother to go look at the community tab, right? All right. Why I watched you on Facebook, on YouTube at the same time. All right, rock on. Thank you, Herman. Appreciate you, buddy. Ethan. Appreciate you, Ethan. Thank you. Good morning. Robert Fierario. I'm ready to fight the alpha for a biscuit. Right on, Robert. I'll bake you some fresh ones, buddy. Herman Smith. Isn't a problem anymore. Okay, well, I'm glad it's cleared up a little bit. It's not good, though, Herman. I got to be honest with you. I've learned about the StreamYard application here. Like if you're trying to do, a live stream with some music from the bar, I mean, it's just horrible audio. Now, your voice, like Richard Travel uses this platform. If you've got a headset on and it's just your voice, like me talking right at the camera here, then it's pretty decent. But trying to pick up any ambient noises or music, horrible audio. Andy Stubbs is from Melbourne. Good day. Thank you for coming in. U.S. Navy expat. Thank you for coming in. Bremerton. Washington State, correct? W.A. James Jackson. Good morning, Colonel Jackson from the UK. God bless the English. Thank you. Simon Loomis, just off to bed in the UK. Good morning to you over there. Thank you, Simon. Thank you. The sun will be breaking here pretty quick. Starts getting kind of something to look at around 5:35, 5:40, start getting to see something. And then after that, it's just spectacular. So hope you can stay tuned. But if not, have a good night's sleep, sir. NYC Iron 13 was on Facebook, but couldn't see messages. I'll take the biscuit. Right on. Got you covered. Got you covered, huh? What do you think, guys? They don't look bad, do they? Not bad for some amateur Kansas City boy. Anyway, I gotta say, being a baker was never my strong point. I was more the entree, homemade soup guy and all that, right? Thank you, NYC. Paul T in the house. Good morning from Australia. Good day, mate. Good day. Love the Aussies. Cheers to the Aussies. Hope you are doing well. Don't worry, it's all good. Hey, thanks, Herman. Yeah, but it is like if I was just streaming directly on the YouTube, right, without doing the simultaneous Facebook stream with the StreamYard, the audio is so good. Like, you know, you could hear the waves. It's just really, really good audio direct on YouTube. And from what I understand, most of you guys know I'm old school, kind of ignorant in the tech world, but it's because you're bouncing through two different servers, right? You got the StreamYard server and the YouTube servers, right? So you can do all kinds of cool things with the video elements and simulcast, right, on different platforms. But the downside is the audio is not that great. Simos, Thailand. Hi, all from London. Good day to London. Sad to be going back to work tomorrow after Christmas. All right. Well, hey, I'm happy to hear that you are working, though. A lot of people, unfortunately, have been put out of work, if you know what I mean. Good morning to you. Simos, Thailand from London. Hello, Robert Fierro. Sounds much better on Facebook. Is that right? No, I'll be dang. Well, see, simulcast on Facebook, they don't have to bounce off of the, oh, we got a fisherman going out, guys. This is how they do it. I doing so what, cop? Sweetness. Oh, guys, it's going to be an amazing sunrise. But, you know, we are anticipating some confirmation details about orders today here in Rayong province. So stay tuned. I don't like to post anything up till we're 100% positive that that is accurate and true. A lot of speculation right now, but anywho, we will keep you posted. But there is a possibility that this beach here will not be accessible to the public. It wasn't before. So we're hoping that doesn't happen, but I thought I better get my ass down here and get a sunrise just in case that's what goes down. All right, much better on Facebook. Bill Cohen, be careful with the biscuits. Wouldn't want the dogs ganging up on you. That wouldn't be a bad way to go, right? Look at these guys. The last live stream of Triple T, he took biscuits to the beach and was giving generosity to the soy dogs, and they attacked him, and that was the end. All streamed live. That ought to go viral. Most of them are harmless, Bill. They really are. They do fight amongst themselves, man. Definitely for real dog eat dog world, right? Thank you for that, Bill. Vin Rule from Kansas City, you must be great at barbecue. That's the rumor. That is the rumor. We know a thing or two about barbecue in old Kansas City town. We're known for three things: blues, brews, and barbecues. That's right. Yeah, I like to do my smoked meats and such, sir. But I grew up in the restaurant business, Vinru. My mother was a manager. front and back, inside and out of every restaurant she ever walked into. And yeah, I love being a short order cook too. That picture on your community tab of me is hilarious. Thanks for posting. That will help with the attendance. Hey, you ain't supposed to go look at that. What are you talking about? Richard, I have no idea what you are talking about. You act like there's some kind of a sting operation going on or something, Richard. I wouldn't do that to you. Sorry, got that backwards. No problem, NYC. I get a lot of shit backwards too. Look at that. We got 26 in the house. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate you moderators watching out for the people that aren't worth mentioning. Just get them the hell out if you see anything, right? Just I'd rather block somebody that doesn't deserve it than tolerate people that want to toy around. It's just ridiculous. So thank you for that. I think, guys, we've got just the right amount of clouds this morning. I was looking at the satellite imagery. We should have an amazing sunrise coming for you, okay? Really amazing. In the meantime, I will show you around. Got you in the gimbal. I hope we can keep decent 780p video quality here. Ah, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'll keep it going. I mean, it's Monday all day long. My wife is sleeping in as she absolutely deserves to have a day at the house with nothing to do. So I'll get back there later this morning. But in the meantime, after the sun comes up, we might get some live action with the Thai fishermen over here. I'll just keep it going. So you guys got things to do. I understand. Come in and out, whatever. Catch a playback later. I also have the GoPro Hero 8 with me. So I'm going to put out a vlog today too, right? So I will have the GoPro action on the fisherman, right? So if the bit rate starts jumping around on us and the playback of the live stream is not that great, I'll be able to post up a good vlog in regards to the Thai fishermen. That's kind of what I wanted to highlight with the GoPro footage today. But anyway, it is kind of a nice place to start pre-dawn. You can see we've got amazing lighting here. But yeah, guys, you know how I am about promoting new channels that I really dig. And this amateur from up in Isan, total rookie, right? Got a new channel. No Time to Be Hungry. Go check it out, man. Leave the stream right now and go subscribe, would you? Go check it out. The reason I like the rookie and the newbie, he seems to surround himself with like a Thai family, which I dig that, right? And then the cooking show has authentic Thai food, like grandma style, right? So you're going to benefit from this channel, man. If you're into Thai food, or maybe you haven't got into Thai food yet because you don't know how to cook it, go to No Time to Be Hungry. Leave the stream right now. Go there. Subscribe. Drop a comment. Say, hey, some ass wipe from Kansas City named Triple T sent me over here, said maybe I could learn something about Thai food, right? So those of you guys that don't know all of the mythology and animism, Hinduism blended in with the Buddhism here in Thailand, Thailand is what they call Theravada Buddhism, which is the original teachings of the Buddha, right? It's not the Mahayana, which is like the Zen, the Tibetan Buddhism, the Japanese, Korean Orient is the Mahayana. So it's very, very different. It's, I don't know. I've heard people say that, like, if you were talking about Judeo-Christian, you'd go to like the Orthodox Jews versus some that are, more liberal in their Jewish, beliefs. And anyway, it's kind of like that. So the Theravada version of Buddhism here in Thailand, they call it the teaching of the elders. It really focuses on the teachings of the Buddha. But prior to the Buddhism, of course, originated in Nepal and India, right? Prior to that, Thailand was all Hinduism. So there's a lot of mixture here in Thailand. And this is one of those things that I've come to know. The oldest tree in the area, especially near the temples. The oldest tree is said to be visited by a ghost that appears in a female spirit. But they're actually, it's not female though. But anyway, that's the appearances of it when it appears. So that's what this is, right? You see, they put a canopy over. This is the oldest tree, right? Big old tree here. All that's left is the trunk and the root ball, right? So anyway, the Thai people really take this stuff very seriously. It's a practice thing, right? And so you can see they leave the drinks and common things that they do at a lot of shrines, right? And spirit houses and different things, right? But this one specifically is all about the female. So oftentimes you'll see makeup and like amulets and jewelry and stuff. So anyway, it's interesting. I would encourage you to go look. I can't remember the name of this particular spirit. There is a name for it, but I know it's technically not a female, but yet that's the appearance, and it's always around the oldest tree. Okay, so this is the oldest tree right here in Palau, right? And that's why they got that going on. I just think it's interesting, but I don't pretend to know all of the complexities of Buddhism or Hinduism or the blend of it that we have here, but it's interesting. But yeah, guys, this is I've never lived near the ocean, but in talking with people that have and know tides and the different height of the tides at different times of year, we've been at like the highest tides. So this is a brand new gazebo. They tore the old one out. I mean, it was really, really old. They tore out the concrete foundation, all of it, right? And then started from scratch and poured a brand new footing and all that, right? And I mean, it's just absolutely fantastic, brand new, right? But you can see that, I mean, the cement wasn't even fully cured, right? Wasn't even fully cured, and we started getting these extremely high tides. So obviously, my gentlemen that have experience with cement foundation can see that the tide came in too fast on them, or something. They didn't get enough of a deep footing here or something. I mean, this is all brand new, guys. And you can see that the power of the tide, right? It absolutely demolished that section of the stairs. And it kind of makes you wonder, because you can see some separation in the underblock here too, which kind of makes you a little bit reluctant about the whole foundation of it. But probably a separate pour on the steps here from the major pour, right, of the octagon there. So I don't know. It's a little eerie though, isn't it? You can see the foundation underneath, right? Like they kept some of the old bedrock and stuff. But it does make you wonder, right? You're looking at a lot of weight in cement there, right? Now that you know the steps are collapsing here, what's coming next, right? So it's a little strange and brand new, very well designed. But obviously, that high tide, I mean, very unusually high tides this year, and that's what I've learned from people that know, right? That the winter months, when we're tilted on our axis, right, to the extreme, is when we get the most high tides. And right now, this morning, we're very low tide. Not extremely low, but low. And you can see the boats will actually come ashore here during the extreme low tide. They'll just be sitting on the sand. They got them anchored down there and roped off. Anyway, catch back up. Yeah. Sorry, got that backwards. Herman Smith, I need to. Oh, back up. It's just jumped on me. Oh, wow, we got more people coming in the house while I'm rambling here. We catch up with you guys. Go back here. Okay. Herman Smith. All right, change to the Facebook. Yeah, you can view it on the Facebook or whatever feed you'd like. Marco Polo. Hello, teacher. Going to sleep here midnight. Just saying hello. Hey, thanks, Marco. Get some good sleep. Mr. Mac in the house. You guys haven't checked out Robert Mac in Asia. Go check that channel, please. You guys got a lot of great experience over here in Southeast Asia, Thailand, Vietnam, and all over, right? So I just give you a good feel of the layout of the place before the sun comes up, and we get you in that good fixed position to watch that great orb of day coming up. Are they gonna lock Phuket to? Marco, I can't keep track really, man. All I could say is there's going to be major announcements today. I think the Prime Minister is set to give a speech today, so I really can't. I'd hate to speculate on it, but I know. Well, I know for certain. When you say I know something for certain and it hasn't yet been officially announced in Thailand, you could be stepping in it. You know what I mean? But I've got a source that knows the local government here real well in Rayong. And I was told, a couple days ago, got a call that Chantanaburi, which is to the south of us, and then Rayong, and then to the north of us, Chonburi, that all three of those provinces here on the eastern seaboard do have full lockdown, I guess, shutdown, however you want to say it, orders coming. And that those governors of those three provinces had already had their meetings, right, with their councils and all of that. So that's what I can speak to. Obviously, I don't think the prime minister would be coming out to make a speech on these three provinces, right? He's probably going to address the nationwide contingency plans. So there's a lot of speculation, but I'd say after today, all of us will know for sure, right? But yeah, all of this was roped off for 3 months. If you guys weren't aware of that, the emergency nationwide orders came down on March 25th of last year. Not even going to mention the number of that year, but that year that we left on the side of the road. So back in late March, and then it went through like about June. And then our beaches, see, when they start releasing restrictions, the governors have a lot of autonomy and discretion, right, within their province. So our beaches were opened, right, reopened and everything, like a month and a half before Chonburi province, right, which has Pattaya City as the hub, right? So, it just depends on each governor of what restrictions start getting released. But anyway, that's the most accurate information I can give. I cannot speak to national news because I really just trying to keep up with my local stuff. But it does, with all appearances, regardless of what happens nationally, these three provinces, Chantanaburi, Rayong, and Chonburi, have a lot of increased numbers daily now. So it looks like full-blown lockdown. But now, will that be the same as before, where they closed all the beaches and you couldn't even have private parties with no more than 10 people, like 10 was the number, right? So will it all be that way? We don't really know. And will restaurants that have open air dining like we do, will they be allowed to continue dine in, or will they be forced to go to takeaway and delivery the way it was before? That's the way it was before, because it didn't matter if you had dine. And I've already noticed this morning, well, actually yesterday evening and this morning, driving the motorcycle around, that a lot of my wife and I's favorite restaurants in the area, all the tables have been piled up with chairs and stuff, all moved to one corner. So, I think there's anticipation of no dine in, right? And then you've got the business owner is responsible for no customer coming in and sitting down. So you've got to make it obvious that there's no dining allowed, right? So we think that's what's coming here. And again, I just can't speak with certainty about nationwide orders, but I'd say stay tuned. Later today, this Monday, what is it, January 4th now? We should get clarification about all provinces and possible nationwide orders. Thank you, Marco. Andy Stubbs, Mr. Mac in the house, yes. Sam A, morning Triple T, how is Steely Dan? Steely Dan took a piece of sausage from my hand yesterday on camera. My wife was filming, so that was the first after feeding him for a month. So we're getting there, man. I think I'm going to be hugging and loving on him before too long, I hope. Great dog, I think. And he just happened to already make his home right there. You know how territorial they are, right? So he made his home right there at the parking of the open mic. And so he's a male. You can tell he's young, but he was definitely malnourished big time. And he's feeling a lot better after this last month of getting regular food. And you see him running around and, feeling young, right? I'm pretty sure he's still really young. It's just hard to tell when they've been malnourished for so long, right? Andy Stubbs, Happy New Year. Simos, Thailand. The water looks amazing, even in the light. Yeah, it's a beautiful area. BB Little Bit. Be right back. Okay, no problem. Ethan, hey, Triple T, do you listen to Samantha? Samantha Fish. Samantha Fish. She's an amazing blues guitarist and singer from Kansas City. No, Ethan, thank you for turning me on to it. Samantha Fish, I shall investigate that. I love the blues. You forgot it's Sunday here. It's Sunday where you are, right? It's Monday morning here. Absolutely Monday all day long here in Thailand. Nothing else to do. Oh, you got nothing else to do? Well, thanks for coming in, buddy. Hey, looky here, Mr. Mitch in the house. Happy New Year, everyone. Just got in my vehicle again. I can't comment. I can't comment, but he is now, right? But we'll enjoy the commentary. I see all the usual community on board. Hello to the cool kids. Thank you, Mr. Mitch. You're the coolest of them all. Rattle along. I'm on a beer. Right on. Looky here, my man. Very good friend of mine, guys. CJ, same, but different. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Hope all is well in Satahip. Satahip Sean Buddy. And guys, go follow CJ. Great guy, great family man here in Thailand. And I'm sure he's like me. He just trying to keep up with his local situation. What's going on in my Ampor, my Changwat, right? So my city, my province. We, all the speculation about what's going to happen nationwide, really kind of irrelevant, right? Because CJ and I think most people are not planning on any travel outside of their province at this point, right? Till we get clarification. Because the last thing you want is to come up to a checkpoint that's got cars, 4 kilometers long, waiting for logbook information, temperature checks, and everything before you're allowed to enter that province, right? Because the way it was before under the national emergency, like even the truck drivers that are delivering food, supplies, all essential stuff, right? They still had to keep logs and, they still had checkpoints. So you're going to have to give a reason why you're entering that province. Now, if it's your home province and you're trying to get back home, obviously they're going to let you go back home, but you're still going to have to log in where you've been, what hotels did you stay in, right? Guys, I mean, they just got to do what they got to do, man, right? If you don't have a record of where people have been and where they traveled, and then you get that person goes to the hospital and is confirmed positive, then, they didn't do their job, right? Like, we need to know where did that person stay? So, it gets complicated. And, I think CJ's holed up at home like all of us, I mean, it's not like we're, crawled inside the closet and hiding or anything, but I wouldn't advise any travel that's not necessary. They can't be deemed essential travel, like you're trying to get home or you have a business reason, right? So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of rumorville and stuff going on, but I try not to participate in that. Let's just say we are anticipating contingency measures, whether it's all going to be provincial and isolated and each governor has autonomy to do whatever. And that's looking like the case here. But, you gotta understand that anything the national government would do would override the authority of the governors, right? So then the governors would have to comply with national orders, and then they're allowed to, have their own additional restrictions, right? But is a curfew coming from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. the way it was before? All those questions should be answered today, guys. That's all we can do. And maybe some of you already know the answer. I don't. But anyway, thanks for coming in, CJ. Cab driver 361. He's no rookie. That's Chuck Honeycutt from No Time to Be Said. He has about 60,000 subscribers. You wasn't catching the sarcasm in that, cab driver? I like to promote new channels, okay? He's a newbie. He's got a brand new channel called No Time to Be Hungry, all right? So I'm not going to promote some established channel, right? So I'm just here to tell you, go check out No Time to Be Hungry. Thanks, cab driver. Ted Loriano. How's it going? Love your barbecue talk. I'm Ted from Corona, California. Corona, California. Sweet. Thanks for coming in, Ted. Cheers to California. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, my wife and I just started a new business here. We had our grand opening of the bar back on August 29th. And then we just had our grand opening of the breakfast at the same location on Christmas Day. So we're a bar and breakfast. And of course, we're under, certain orders and restrictions right now. So thanks for coming in, Ted. Appreciate it. Brock, No Time to Be Hungry or Cooking with Chucky. Got to promote those new channels. I'm just saying, you guys know that's what I'm all about. Yeah, I agree too, cab driver. I like that too. Yeah. Well, there's always a chance to revise your actual channel name before you go viral, right? Before you get to 1,000 subscribers. So maybe we can help out the channel and make those suggestions. But you kind of like the No Time to Be Hungry too. CJ, yeah. Hello, CJ. Hello, cab driver. Mr. Mitch, good morning. CJ, I'm a new subscriber to your channel. Thank you, cab driver. Appreciate you guys going to my friends' channels and checking them out. We do have a great friendship, feels like family here amongst a lot of us vloggers. How far are you from the NF hydrogen plants? Is that it off in the distance? Yeah, all of the mop to put. Good question, NYC. Not far at all. We're here in Pala Bonchang, and you're looking east here. Those lights, that is the Taput industrial area. So yeah, there's a big long pier that goes out where they offload the crude. And so yeah, there's a lot of oil and natural gas refineries, but that's not all. It's like a huge industrial area, right? Huge Maptaput is. And of course that's here in Rayong province. In between Banchang and Rayong City is the Maptaput. But yeah, it's massive amount of jobs, right? High paying jobs, very high salaries, lots of foreigners, engineers and stuff. I've met Americans, Canadians, Belgians, and it's not just oil and gas and chemical plants. There's large industrial plants. Like we had 3 Belgian guys come into the bar, and they were coming in every day for a while back when the bar was open. And they were engineers over large industrial equipment that bags products, right? Large quantity, like, for import, export bags, right? Like rice, sugar, the whole 9 yards. Well, the machines that they were sent here to upgrade, or just that, the machine, that's all it does is bag whatever product, right, for export, to get it ready to export. So there's a lot of variants. We still have a lot of people coming into the open mic bar and breakfast here for breakfast. We're meeting new people. We've had 4 Japanese regular customers, Japanese gentlemen, and they also are involved in engineering over here. So there's a tremendous amount of jobs, not just oil and gas, which is the main gig over here, right? But lots of factory, large scale industrial operations over there. Thanks for the question, NYC. Yeah, that's Maptaput. Thank you, cab driver, for your support. Thank you, CJ, for your great family and sharing your experience here in Thailand. Andy Stubbs, they will have to pull it down and start again, I think. Possible, right? No rebar and probably a cold joint. Yeah, thanks for that, NYC. Yeah, they actually do a lot of awesome rebar foundation work like when you see them building houses and stuff here. Uh, really surprises me, really. But yeah, I'd say you're right, you know, and hopefully it's only involving that separate pour of the steps, right? It doesn't involve the pour of the entire octagon there, because that would be a shame. I mean, this is a, you know, heavy metal post and everything that's holding the roof up there, and it's all based in that. So hopefully they got enough rebar in that. And yeah, obviously a mistake made there, but I do believe that the cement was all still green, like the steps were the last thing that were poured. Because I came down here and I couldn't believe how high the tide was. I'd never seen it that high before, right? And the waves were just knocking the hell out of that green cement. So it might have been a factor too that it wasn't fully cured and they weren't expecting that extreme of a high tide. Hello, CJ. Hello, Richard. Got you about yeah, yeah, right. Thank you. Good Monday morning. Bill Clock in the house from freezing, rainy Erie, PA. Still Sunday evening here. Wow, close to 6 p.m. Right? Close to 6 a.m. here. So we're exactly 12 hours apart, Bill, on polar opposites of the planet here. So when that sun's sinking there in PA, it's going to be breaking the horizon here in Pala, PA to Pala, right? So thank you for coming in, Bill. Hope you don't get any freezing rain, because I know how that can devastate power lines and really cause a lot of problems. So hope it either warms up and stays rain, or gets colder and goes to snow, because that ice is no fun. Thank you. Yeah, making progress. You know, I was surprised that he did that. I really was. I had my wife filming just in case he decided to, you know, take a piece out of my hand. It really surprised me. But yeah, that's one step closer. Thank you. Just part of my life, and I think me and Dan are going to be cool. So yeah, we are starting to break dawn here now, guys. You can see it's going to get beautiful. Look at the clouds. I mean, it's like it's. I think it's going to be perfect. I'm hungry. Okay, got you, CJ. Here. Let me come over here real quick for my man. I know this is going to help, because I know that you've experienced these firsthand. So I know this is going to help your hunger. It really is, CJ. In case you didn't tune in earlier, you see what we got going on here, my man. Now I know that you don't like biscuits at all, so but this might help if we just kind of get a good, you know, it's early morning for CJ, and I don't know if he's drinking his coffee or what, but CJ, you know, slice that in half, throw some butter and jam, or how about some sausage gravy over the top? Is that helping? Is that helping or making it worse? Oh, oh, oh. Hmm. Oh. I hope it's helping. I really don't mean to bother you, CJ, but are you feeling better? Thanks, brother. We're getting ready to set up delivery, my man. Hey, I got an idea, CJ. You and I, we have to use WhatsApp or something, right? So it's encoded and secret. We come up with this plan to meet at the Rayong-Chonburi border, right? Somewhere in the jungle, right at the border. And because we can't cross, that's probably what's going to happen. I can toss those biscuits right over the border. You know what I'm saying? So you get the pre-orders in, okay? You get all the pre-orders from Chonburi, everybody in your province, and then I'll show up. We'll meet at the same location, and I'll be tossing the biscuits over the border, right? So we're not breaking the law by crossing it ourselves. We're just throwing the biscuits over, right? And then you mark them up over there, right? And I think we could get a pretty good gig going just on biscuits. How's that sound? Already dark, Bill. Okay, yeah. Well, thank you for letting her go down and come up over here. Looky here. Look what we got coming. Oh my. Thanks for putting it to bed and letting it come up over here, Bill. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. They will be. We've already had one launch. Yeah, they'll be here, buddy. Like clockwork. Every time you mention a biscuit, I think of that awesome biscuit rant you had a week ago. Makes me smile. Ah, thanks, Richard. Drone delivery. Hey, Tyron. That's a pretty good idea. Only thing is, where CJ's at up there south of hip, it's all Navy. So, and where I'm at here, it's all Utapao Airport, which is controlled by the Navy. So they don't even allow you to start the drone. But I mean, I could throw a, sack of biscuits, and yeah, we might have an operation going between me and CJ, right? One province to the other. I'll feed Chonbury. He'll mark it up a little bit, right? Make up for his time. Good morning. Got to love Thailand. We are fixing to have an amazing sunrise, I do believe. Off to bed. Okay, thank you, Simos Thailand from London. I hope you'll check back on the playback tomorrow when you wake up, and you can watch the January 4th sunrise here pile out. We're almost 6 a.m., guys, 5:58 a.m. And she's just going to get beautiful, I can tell you. Oh, we got a lot of perfect clouds and stuff. It's going to get gorgeous. Catapult. There you go, Ron. Now, that's what I'm talking about. That's old school right there. Huh? Why is that not highlighting? There we go. Perfect idea. I guarantee you, me and CJ can come up with a plan. We can't let the world go without biscuits. That's all we're trying to do. All right, guys. Well, everybody had a little tour of the layout of this place, right? Now we just need to focus on this beautiful live ocean fishing boats with the sunrise. I don't know if the tide's coming in or going out, but what I'm going to do is put you right here in the sand for now. Oh, go the other way. Oh, that just might get gorgeous. Okay, guys, enjoy. I'll be back. I'll be back. Actually, just a little better angle right over here, I think. Get a little boat action. Hillbilly, thank you. All right. Thank you for putting it to bed over there in Florida, sir. Cheers to you. And I love your photo, man. The beard of knowledge right there, guys. Oh, oh, my hillbillies. I love you. Thank you. Thank you for putting the sun to bed and letting it come up over here, my man. We're on the polar opposites of the planet. Buttermilk biscuits. Here we go. Soft the flour and roll the dough. I love that. That's right. Patty cake, a baker's man. Your biscuits are called scones. Yeah, yeah, yes. Hey, thank you for Brock. Yeah, our biscuits are cookies to you. You know, Brock, that's interesting. Had an Englishman who's a English teacher here in Pala. He's one of our regulars now. Big guy, big, tall, probably 6'4", pretty young, strapping lad, right? Really good Englishman. And I told him that I talked to a lot of my English friends here locally, and they told me you might get an Englishman to eat some of your biscuits because of the whole scone thing, right? But normally those are never eaten at home. Like if you go to a specific coffee shop or a diner, have some cream tea, you might have a scone with it, right? It's not like a big thing. But they told me specifically, now these are my local English guys, so you'll never get an Englishman to eat your biscuits and gravy. Forget about that. That's not going to happen. Well, this regular Englishman, I got to telling him this story. So he comes in the next morning and orders the biscuits and gravy platter with poached eggs and loved it. So the Englishmen, although those that have not traveled to America and ate at a mom and pop diner for breakfast in the United States or one of our chains, IHOP, Denny's, Waffle House, right? That kind of stuff. Those that haven't done that maybe have, never ever tried biscuits with sausage gravy in their life. Homemade gravy, right? With bacon grease roux. You know what I'm talking about? So he tried it and he ate every little ounce of it. And it's two full biscuits and smothered with more gravy than you would need. And then the two poached eggs, he wanted the eggs on the side. He loved it, man. So Englishmen may, in fact, be fans of American biscuits and gravy. I agree with that, Hillbilly. I got you covered, brother. German Herman in the house. Schwarzenegger. Yes, sir. Love that man. Believe he's Austrian. Is that correct? I'll be back. I love that guy. Lo, that was me getting out of the rain a few weeks ago on the bike. Hillbilly. Right on. Paul Douglas is in England, Yorkshire. We say scone. It's only scone when you've eaten it. Ah, scone and scone after you've eaten it. Ah, I like that. So you got a past tense version of the noun. Digging it. Joseph Lionheart. Check out that name, guys. Fucking cool name. Effing cool name. Sorry, YouTube. Probably just got demonetized on that. Got 39 in the house. 2 thumbs up. Appreciate the thumbs up, guys. That'll help the algorithms. You guys can smash that thumbs up for me. Appreciate it. Just one little click there, right? If I ever come to Thailand, I would really like to meet you. You inspire me to travel. Thank you, Joseph. Well, Thailand will welcome you. And sir, I hope you get the opportunity to do it. You will not be disappointed. Trust me. German Herman. Yes, he is. Thank you, guys. All right. I'm going to drop you right down here in the sand. Ooh, man, that tide is coming up. So we got to be careful. We don't want to crash the phone, right? But I think, that low profile where you kind of feel like you're just sitting here, not a bad view. All right, guys, I'll be right back with you. Take a pause for the cause, if you know what I mean. Now, Hillbilly, I don't know if you're still in the house or not. I can't see the chat from this angle, but I'm hoping you're still there. With a name like Hillbilly, being from Florida, having an immaculate beard, I'm going to say that you're probably a pretty dang good judge of real Southern buttermilk angel biscuits, right? Now, I baked these yesterday because we're closed today, so I don't have any fresh baked for you, Hillbilly, but I want you to give us your honest opinion just on the visual. I know you can't taste it or smell it, but yeah, you tell me. Now, this is some Kansas City boy that throw this together. Now, you can see the light brown, right? The bottoms there. Now, Hillbilly, now you tell me if that looks anything like what you got down there in Florida. You know what I mean? Well, you could throw some hot butter and jam or honey, or like we was talking about, load it up with some sausage gravy. Anyway, man, just give me an opinion on the visual. All right. Okay. They're not heavy. All right, appreciate it. Now let's get back to this beautiful sunrise. Oh, I hear the Papa Johnny motors going. There goes our first fisherman, guys. I don't know if you can see him out there. I can definitely hear him. Hillbilly. All my private information is on the About tab of the channel, my email. Also have Teacher Thomas Thailand Facebook page. Private message me, brother. Come prepared, man. I can help you out. Lots of good Thailand YouTube channels over here. I got guys that are good friends of mine that are on retirement visas. We can help you, man. Okay? Reach out, brother, when you're ready. Thank you, Joseph. Oh, okay. All right. I love getting the information from the British. You know, you guys got to educate us Americans, man. We don't get it. We don't know what lorries and jumpers are, and get on with your mates. And we bastardized your language. Blame old man Webster, but we don't know about scones and what you guys think about American biscuits and gravy and all that stuff. Oh my God. Woo! I just barely saved myself from getting my feet soaking wet. The tide is coming in, boys. Did I miss anybody? Dang, now I'm hungry. Right on. They look really good. All right, thank you. Thank you. Hillbilly says perfect. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that, guys. Look at that. Perfect. Hell yes. Yup. That's wisdom right there from experience. By the way, oh yeah, German, they are. That's why teachers been putting on a few kilos, if you feel me on that. All right, I think I'm caught up there. Right on, guys. Kentucky. We got Kentucky in the house. Thank you very much. I know you know about the biscuits, right? Can't fool an old boy from Kentucky. Look at that photo, guys. Look at that photo of German Herman, man. He knows what the hell he's talking about. You ain't a kidding. Oh, Brock. Oh, yeah, baby. But ours have sultranus in them. I don't know what sultranus is. Cab driver, can you educate us on what that is? These actually have a little bit of yeast. That's why they're called angel biscuits. So you got the typical baking powder and all that, but you add a little bit of yeast with your buttermilk. Of course, I mean, you put the yeast in the, room temperature water and let it foam up and then mix it in with the buttermilk. There's another fisherman going out. I don't know if you guys are seeing that. Let me get up here. And hopefully this thing don't fall down on us, right? Oh shit, those steps are completely separating too. Can you see that fisherman going out there? Yeah, I think you can see him good now. They'll be coming back, guys. Hey, man, not a bad view right here, huh? Ooh, baby. I wish I had a wider screen. Guys, this is the beauty just keeps wrapping around, right? Oh my God. Wow. Picturesque. The great orb of day is going to show its face. In the meantime, it's going to paint the sky. Thank you, cab driver, for any explanation on that, my friend. Seriously, I'm being honest. I'm not being an arrogant American here, okay? We're interested. We're interested. Most of our founders come from your country. That's our home country, right? So we appreciate the feedback on what the English think about American breakfast. They're really digging our hash browns. Our home hash browns are all homemade fresh potato. You know what I mean? Cooked with onion. So the English are digging that. Got to get over there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. As soon as this, right. As soon as this situation, right. Everybody's getting a jab and, yeah, vaccines are being advanced. So I think it's going to be an amazing year, guys. Starting out like a, like a drunk uncle at Christmas. It's not starting out good, but it's going to be a great year, guys. It can't be any worse than that one we just left on the side of the road back there. Fresh baked scones and clotted cream. Nothing tastes better. Clotted cream. Bill Bailey, you just lost every American. Can you explain what is clotted cream? That show is over. Hillbilly, you're awesome, man. Looks like our scones in the UK, but ours are okay. Well, just get. Sorry, I'm catching up, guys. Sorry. Hang on a second. Talking about the biscuits, sundown was a while ago, right? Well, thank you for sending it over here on the sunrise, German, from Kentucky. I think we're 13 hours apart, brother, in Kentucky. Are you on Eastern time zone in Kentucky? Yeah, you're Eastern, so we're exactly 12 hours apart. 6:18 a.m. here at Pala. Temperature check, 22 degrees Celsius. Wind, non-existent. Bill says, I am an Air Force guy, but all my sailor friends have always said, red in the morning, sailors take warning. Yeah, I've heard that too, Bill. I'm an Army guy. Thank you for your service, Bill. Got it. Got to admire our sailors. Hey, there we go, guys. They're going out. There's another group of them. They're going to go catch you some blue crab, guys. They'll be coming back. Stay tuned for some live adventures with the friendliest catch of Thailand, blue crab. And I do have the GoPro, so if the quality's not that good on the video as we go along here, I will be putting up a vlog. James C. Shannon. Hello, Triple T. I just came on. What did I miss? You missed breakfast. Whoop. Kind of hard to see it now. What's my, we're having fresh make buttermilk biscuits this morning, sir. From Augusta, Georgia, the Peach State. Thank you. Thank you, James, for dropping your location. Good morning to you, sir. Happy New Year. I didn't miss much. Started before dawn, right? It was pretty dark outside, but we got good overhead light. And Allah bless you, sir. Allah bless you. Thank you so much for your support of this channel. Appreciate you, man. James C. Shannon. Great, great gentleman. Viewing from Georgia. James, can you give us your home country, brother? Or maybe you were born in Georgia. We have a lot of Americans from all over the world, obviously. Thank you, James. Allah be with you, sir. Cool. Been watching for a while now. Thanks, brother. Hey, thank you, Hillbilly. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Love your photo, man. And your smile is all over your face. Love it. Red at night, sailor's delight. Ah, man, we got some deep red in there now, guys. We have those biscuits in PEI Canada. All right, Barry. Nice to know our neighbors to the north enjoy those Southern style biscuits. This is what we call Southern style, you know, when they're angel biscuits, because they're not only real buttermilk, but they also have the yeast in there, so makes them really light. I was telling my English friends that, you know, biscuits in America they're as old as dirt. Like I've never met a person that didn't have a grandma that baked fresh biscuits, right? Like I don't care, New York, California, Chicago, Alabama, right? Like it's just as old as dirt. So I'm sure it came from the old country, the scones, right? I'm sure that's where it originated, but look at that boat going, man. Oh man, 3 of them on that little boat. Seas are calm though. God, guys, it's just so beautiful. Oh my God. You know, might wake up tomorrow and not be able to come down here like before when they closed the beaches. You know, you couldn't get off the road. You could still come down on the road, right? The park was open, but you couldn't get close to the beach. So just in case, I'm going to bring this sunrise to you, just in case that happens. Sultanas and raisins? Raisins and biscuits? Sounds good. Sun-dried. Oh, so sultanas are raisins, sun-dried grapes. Okay, that's interesting. Now we do like raisins in our muffins and shit like that, right? Like we have a lot of breakfast style muffins. My God, guys, would you look at that? Holy crap, it's beautiful. My God. Epic. This is an epic one. My God. Brock, love your photo too, man. Another beard of knowledge here, guys. Thank you for that information. Really appreciate the education. Fellow traveler in the house. Good morning. What time is it there, sir? It is 6:23 in the a.m. on January 4th, Monday, all day long. 33 people watching. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. It really helps the channel. Appreciate it. Or thumbs down if you don't like it, whatever. As long as you're interacting, it really helps. Pretty sweet. Thank you, Brock. Richard from San Francisco. I really like Scottish biscuits. There's a restaurant here in San Francisco that makes good Scottish biscuits. McDonald's. These will kick a McDonald's biscuit's ass, sir. You'll be throwing those at the soy dogs when you get a hold of these. Oh, bigger than it. Okay. Okay. Interesting. We're gonna do an English breakfast too, guys. Even though we're American, but we're gonna do an English breakfast for sure. What time is it there? Okay, yeah. We're exactly polar opposites, Joseph. Thank you for coming in from New York. Hope you got decent weather. Exactly polar opposites, sir. 12 hours difference between here in Pala, Banchong, Rayong, Thailand, and the East Coast of the United States. Exactly 12 hours, sir. Your AM is my PM, vice versa. All right. Thank you, Mr. Mitch. This guy is awesome. Mr. Mitch, the Tin Man, he is a super moderator for so many wonderful channels here in Thailand. James Jackson, great spot for the sunrise scene. You ain't kidding. Cottage cheese. Oh, okay. Cottage cheese. Okay. Got you. What'd you call it? Cuddled cream? Okay. Cottage cheese. We do like cottage cheese in America for breakfast. I like mine with black pepper. Some people like sugar on their cottage cheese. I like to load it up with black pepper. 18:16 p.m. in Thailand. It's AM here in Thailand. 6:26 a.m. Didn't lose me, Triple T. Reclotted cream. Right? How do you tell when cottage cheese has gone bad? It's already looks like it's gone bad, right? Oh, here we go. Hash browns have really caught on here. Clotted cream comes from southern England. It's thick like butter, but just the best cream. Okay. So not exactly like cottage cheese then, just a really nice, heavy, thick cream, huh? Fucking sounds wonderful. Yeah, my English guys are really digging our homemade hash browns. A lot better than the frozen ones that they get at most of the English breakfast restaurants. Guys, this sunrise is just epic. I'm going to have to shut the hell up. Let me catch up with you guys. Butterfat content, 48%. Thank you, Bill. Clotted cream is basically heating whole milk slowly and then letting it cool, then cream in the milk. Yeah. Okay, I can do that. Got my first tattoo in Augusta when I was at Fort Gordon. Thank you, Hillbilly, for your service. I did some time up there in Fort Jackson, South Carolina, Fort Lee, Virginia, Fort Chaffee, Arkansas, Fort Steele, Oklahoma, Fort McCoy, Wisconsin, Fort Lost in the Woods, Missouri. Sure, Nick Mon, completely understand. Sure, man. It's all got its own uniqueness, right? You guys like the beans, and I'm gonna do an English breakfast, but I gotta make homemade beans. I can't be doing beans out of a can. All of our American breakfast is from scratch. Our pancake mix, everything is from scratch. Back in the day when we got our whole milk from the local dairy, we used to fight over the rights to lick the fat, the foil cap, because the cream on it. Yeah, man, I remember those days, brother. I remember that. Prince Edward Island. Gary G. I am as old as dirt, and my grandma baked them yeast and all. Right, Barry. That's why I try to tell all these English guys, I'm like, it's as old as dirt in America. I don't care. Big city, small town, right? East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, South. I mean, everybody's grandma was baking in biscuits, man. And you could wrap them in foil and take them with you. You know, you got protein for the day. Look at this photo. Oh my God. Sister Claire. Wait a minute, guys. Everybody sit up straight. Okay, sit up straight here. So homesick for Thailand. Your videos are good for my mental health. Thanks. Thank you, sister. God bless you. What a beautiful smile. Wow. Thank you. Kapkun Maka. Thank you for tuning in. Pleasure to have you. Pleasure's all ours. Okay, gentlemen, keep it clean now. Ladies in the house. Biscuits in America aren't worth. Hey, German, back off now. Back off now. You're running down my country. You're talking about my fighting side now. You will meet James Dean. You keep that stuff up. I don't appreciate it. These are American biscuits, sir, and they are very good without gravy. Easy there, German. All right. In Kentucky, they're no good. All right, but yeah, American biscuits don't have to have gravy. Now let's not make our English friends think that our scones aren't up to par, right? Just a little butter is really all you need. Awesome colors. I agree, man. It's epic. Mr. Mitch. Yeah. Barry G. Yeah. Hillbilly. Right? We get some amazing ones here, man. Especially this time of year when the sun's in the southeast. You know, it's not directly east over here. Great, beautiful sunrise. Glad you're enjoying, Hillbilly. Thank you. Oh, jumped on me again. Trying to catch up here. Bill Bailey. Yeah. I'm going to start doing some yeast breads, and I'm going to bake my own slider buns too when we get the bar back open and do our night specials, right? So yeah, I'm learning a lot more about baking. I was never the baker, to be honest with you, and I was the guy in the galley and the entree guy, right? The homemade soups and you know, all the roast and yeah, making homemade au jus, all that kind of stuff. But I'm learning. These biscuits we're getting great reviews on these biscuits. Insomnia. Okay. An awesome insomniac. Oh, good morning, Mitch. Yes, sir. Other side of the world. Exactly right. Hello, my friend. Regarding low, my typo. No problem. Cottage cheese with applesauce. I can feel that. I can feel that. Clotted cream, the latest, greatest. Really? That's interesting. Same, but different. Right on. Yeah, Bill Bailey. I'm going to investigate that, German Herman. I sure want to try. I'm not going to do anything if it's not from scratch. I'll have to learn. I didn't have to learn about the American breakfast. You know what I mean? That's why we opened as an American breakfast, because I already have those skills. But I will learn. I will learn. Thanks for your service, Lowell. Lost in the woods. Yep. Oh, you did boot camp there. Wow. Oh, in South Korea, Italy, Fort Leavenworth. Not in the prison at Fort Leavenworth. I've been Fort Leavenworth too. Yeah. Yeah, guy wants to be on the outside there. Right on, man. I was born in Lawrence, so I'm very familiar with Fort Leavenworth. My mom lived in DeSoto at the time. I was born in Lawrence at KU University Hospital, raised in Kansas City, Kansas. Is that right, Mr. Mitch? It was you doing that, huh? Well, there's some of them that definitely deserve to be there, don't they? Thank you, German Herman, for that comment. What? You were looking Fort Jackson? My brother, really? 86 to 80. Oh, I was in Fort Jackson in March of 1982. So a little bit before that. Yeah. Uh, two steps forward, one step back, and that South Carolina sand. You feeling me? Uh, had a great drill sergeant. Name was Sergeant Marshall, African American man. The the most bad A in all of the company, right? All of the battalion, as far as that goes. He was the real deal drill instructor. Yeah, Fort Jackson, man, great memories. Cholesterol levels and heavy cream. Yeah, they don't go together, do they? Okay, have to go. Thank you, cab driver. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Cheers to the English. Thank you so much. Yeah, got to spoil ourselves every once in a while, right? I say as long as you work it off, right? You can eat pretty heavy, unhealthy stuff as long as you work it off, sweat it out after, right? Don't lay down after you've had a big heavy meal. Yeah, I'm not a big milk drinker either since I moved to Thailand, but occasionally I do love to chug a chocolate milk. Sawasdee krap, wrong side from Bangkok. Thank you for coming in. How's everything in Kroon Tep? Yeah, Bill Bailey, exactly right. Hmm. In Costco in USA. Sweet. I mean, in the UK. Hillbilly cool. Well, I've actually had requests for it here, German Herman, so I'm going to learn it, man. I'm going to learn it. It's just blood, right? Blood pudding, basically. Now, there's different kinds. In Scotland, they prefer a white one. It's a white pudding, and English gentleman was telling me there ain't no telling what all the crap is in that one, right? Mostly fat. But anyway, yeah, I want to learn it. I agree. Got to love Thailand. Good enough, man. And if there ain't no jam around, just throw me some real salted whole butter on that baby, and I'm good to go. Andy Harwood in the house. Good morning from Florida. Thank you. Loving that Thailand sunrise. Hoping Thailand keeps safe. We're ready to return. Fort Jackson in 74. Wow, Andy, thank you for your service. I was there in 82. I was in from 82 to 88. All of my service was under a guy named Ronald Wilson Reagan was my commander in chief. Casper Weinberger was the Secretary of Defense, and so on down the chain of command. Robert Mack, good morning, sir. Mr. Mitch, German Herman, looks beautiful, man. Look at that red and orange. Yeah, I agree, man. The orb is about to peek out there, I think, guys. Black pudding is the healthy one. Okay, but still high fat. I bet, Bailey. I bet. I still want to learn it, though. You know what I mean? We've got so many great European and English here in Thailand. Uh, it's difficult to create a menu and do a grand opening, right? So that's why we just did the American breakfast to start with. But we're definitely going to take care of our English, right? You can always add off menu specials. Good morning, Mr. Mack. Guys, go check out Robert Mack and Asia's channel. Please go check that out. Subscribe. It's free. Uh, Here we got a great Thai in the house, guys, out of Bangkok. I love patong po with a cup of black coffee. What is patong ko? Patong ko. Rongset, can you translate that for us? What is that exactly that you're eating with your coffee? Or is it something you put in your coffee? Alaska John in the house. Good morning from Pala, sir. Hope you're having a good day. Has been 4 degrees the past 2 mornings here. Take care, sir. Thank you, John. Yeah, take care up there in Alaska, man. Appreciate you coming in. It's I think about 23 degrees Celsius. Oh, there she is, guys. She's peeking up right there. Good morning, Peter D. Thank you. Good morning from Florida. Thank you, Steve. Look at this, guys. She's peeking up right now. Oh my. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Watch her rise, guys. Watch her rise. We're right in the center. Thank you, Hillbilly. Thanks for coming in. You take care, brother. Thanks for supporting the channel. Deep fried toasted. Mmm. Sounds good. Donuts. Right, Mr. Mitch? God, that sounds good. I know they make some awesome deep fried donuts here in Thailand. Isn't that sunrise just amazing? God, it's amazing. Guys, we might get some fish on action too. Give you a little different angle. Maybe. You can get both of them in there. How's that? Let's hope for a fish on. Back the other way just a little bit there, Kimball. GoPro, stop recording. There's another boat going out, guys. See him? Oh, it has to be so beautiful on the boat out there with the sunrise. Perfect temperature. I'd say it's 23, mid 70s Fahrenheit. I don't know if you can see, but there's a bunch of flag markers out there just not too far out. And I think those are all nets. They'll be running those nets. Big, long pole, bamboo pole flag markers. That boat just went by a bunch of them. Not sure if you can see them unless you're watching on a big screen. He's using a topwater plug fishing, so maybe we'll get some action, guys. I think it's a squid plug. I think he's fishing for squid. GoPro, start recording. Hello, guys. Triple T coming to you from Pala Beach. Today, we are going to try to get embedded with some local Thai crab fishermen as they bring their fresh seafood off of the boats. All right? Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. GoPro, stop recording. Somebody take a screenshot, man. A fisherman and a sunrise? Are you kidding me? Get a little time lapse with the GoPro here now. Haven't seen him catch anything yet, wrong son. I think that is a squid plug. It looks like. But he's topwater fishing. Thank you, Mitch. Appreciate the conversation, guys. Yeah, hey, Andy Hardwood, man, you gotta check out Robert McInasia. If you haven't went to his YouTube channel, please do. That's a guy you need to know, man, especially when it comes to Vietnam. Lots of wisdom there, Andy. He's there to help anybody. No, Bill Bailey, I haven't, but I'm planning on it. I promise. I promise. Right now, I'm focused on today. I'm going shopping for delivery boxes and everything. Get set up for our delivery service for the breakfast. Yeah. Right on. Thanks, Mr. Mac. Andy, I'm telling you, you guys need to hook up, man. Send him a private message, get his email, all that. Ooh, in a stick form. Thank you, Steve Bynes. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, Hillbilly, thank you, man. There's Andy. All right. I'm glad you guys got together in the chat this morning. Oh, we got 30 in the house. Thank you. Thank you. I know some people have had to come and go, so thank you very much for tuning in. There you go. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. Thank you very much. You will be happy with that decision, sir. You're welcome, Mr. Mack. No, not yet, German. Not yet. We're hoping for action, though, right? It's live. You know, Steve, I was always not a fan either, but I'm telling you, man, they do it up right over here in Thailand now. They do that stuff out on the barbecue grill. They got dried versions covered in sea salt. Man, you'd be surprised. Like there's a happy spot right there in the middle between rubbery and raw. Like there's a happy spot. Thai know how to cook that stuff. My wife is excellent at cooking squid. I'm a fan now. I'm a fan. I didn't used to be at all. Now I like my calamari rings, the larger octopus cut into the rings, right? Deep fried, like you get at Red Lobster and stuff, the calamari, but just the small whole squid, the way they cook them here, man, it's amazing. Right, Mr. Mack? I wouldn't assume that, Uncle Richie. You send me a private message and give me your mailing address there in Mizzou, and you might just be surprised if some biscuits arrive at your door. Good morning, Ray. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Where you viewing from, Ray? Oh man. Wow, Mr. Mitch. I've never fished for squid before, Wrong Son. I've been a fisherman all my life since I was a little kid. I've been fishing. I'm the youngest of 9 children and got 5 older brothers. So I've been on the riverbanks of creeks and skinny dipping in the what do they call them? God, I can't remember the name. Where they come in and dig all the rock out and the rock quarries. Yeah, rock quarries. Yeah, love to fish, man. My favorite was catfishing. I like the lawn chair, cold beer, and a big chunk of bait on the bottom, if you're feeling me on that. But I also into sport fish, largemouth bass, walleye. Yeah, I love it, man. We got a lot of good fishing in Missouri. One of my favorite places is called Stockton Lake. If you've never been to Stockton Lake in Southwest Missouri, go there. Please go there. Go to a campground run by the Corps of Engineers called Hawker Point. Hawker Point at Stockton Lake, right outside of the town of Stockton, Missouri. Go there. You will not be disappointed. The most beautiful campground, rocky, beautiful clear water, Stockton. Amazing, amazing fishing too. All right. Thank you. Okay, caught up with that. Eddie Manning in the house. Good day, mates. Here's a fine English gentleman right here. Just put out a new vlog too, by the way, guys. Go check out Eddie Manning's YouTube channel. Told you I was going to get some good footage of the fishermen coming in here. So I got the GoPro Hero 8 all hillbillied up here, right, with my zip ties, my wireless microphone system. So I can get in the water with them guys today. I can't get underwater because the port to the side door here has to be open to plug in the audio adapter. But anyway, we can get wet, right? So uh, I'm gonna do it live, but sometimes that bit rate 780p goes down to crap. So I got a backup plan for a vlog of the friendliest catch. The Pala blue crab fishermen will be coming in here shortly, guys. They will be coming in. Thank you, Eddie. Saw sunset last night from beach here in Pattaya, right? Oh, you're in Pattaya now. Okay, Eddie. Well, we're hearing we might want to be in our home provinces. You know, we should have some announcements coming today. I believe the Prime Minister is scheduled to give a speech today, but the governors of Chonburi, Rayong, and Chantanaburi have already met with their local councils, and I think there's a decision been made provincially that will be announced today as well. So, Eddie, if you know anything that can be helpful to anybody concerned about Pattaya City, as far as what you know to be factual with the current situation with the C20-1 outbreak, yeah, update us if you can, brother. Thanks for coming in. Right on. Oh, sorry, jumped on me again. Stockton Lake. All right, Uncle Richie knows what I'm talking about. If you ever been to Hawker Point, man, that's the one to go to. I'm telling you. Corps Engineer Campground, hot showers, electric, and then you've got all the primitive areas. Amazing. Deep, clear water, a lot of scuba divers, a lot of spear fishermen. It's an amazing place, guys. Amazing place in the world. Stockton Lake, Missouri. Thanks for that comment, Bill Bailey. Appreciate it. Absolutely. Mr. Mitch deserves it. I think Mr. Mitch got a couple years on me, like my big brother. Not that much, I don't think. You Hasipok. Oh, I can't wait to see that stuff, Robert Mack. Can't wait till you're back over here. Email sent. All right. Thanks, Andy. I'll check that, buddy. I promise. Sometimes I'm a few days behind on emails, but I'll get to that. Right now, he's chilling out. Feeling me? Chilling out up here with Triple T. My new friends. Done. Got it. Thank you guys for all the communication between each other, helping each other out. All right. He's checking on it, Andy. See what riding back to Bangkok this morning. Okay, good job, Eddie. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. In case, right? Uh, yeah, yeah. That's right, right. You know, there's a lot of speculation, but in Thailand, like even when you get the official word, right, from the actual official government source, right, we still use like a 24-hour rule. Like, don't repost it or tell your customers that this is the restrictions now, or like, don't be 100% definitive about it until after 24 hours after the orders have been issued. It's just one of those deals in here in Thailand. I think the 24-hour rule is wise. Ah, 1 year older, huh? Born in 63. I was born in 64, the last of the baby boom.
Ah, I'll be damned. I was hoping you was older than that. Now I feel old. Yeah, Andy, he's checking in on you, man. Maybe caught up in the cloud in WWW world, right? Nothing going on north of Nakhon Phanom, Thomas. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing, man. Things are looking good up in Isan, but Steve, the daily number counts are much higher than they were back in March when the national emergency orders came down. So, look, I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer, and I don't know what's going to happen nationwide as far as those orders. I'm pretty convinced of what's going to happen here in Rayong, but we are, as many of you know, a severe hotspot this time. But uh, one would have to see the writing on the wall, Steve, because when you've got daily count increases higher, right? Does it really matter if there's not many or no tested positive cases in your province? Does it really matter to the national government trying to make a contingency to slow the spread? So like last time around in March, we had zero here in Banchang and Pala. Now there were some in Rayong province, but not many. But we had absolutely zero here in our community, and all these beaches were closed for 3 months, right? So I think the writing's on the wall, but I think after today, everyone will know. But even then, I would give it the 24-hour rule after today's announcements, just to make sure there's no amendments, right? Especially if you're a business owner, like our restaurant is all open air and we have lots of room, and we were required to remove 50% of the chairs and maintain social distancing 2 meters, which we're able to do that and still seat like 30. We can still seat like 30 in the dine-in. So, as of yesterday, we were still allowed to do the dine-in, but we contact our local Tesabon, our local sub-district municipality government, right? So we're in touch with them constantly. And all they could tell us about whether things are going to change this week is to call them back on Monday, right? But inquiring further, my wife and also my general manager, bartender Nina, in direct Thai language with people at the Tesabon government office here, right here at this beach. Uh, Probabilities were given that we would not be allowed to do dine in if the orders come through that they're expecting. So even an outdoor seating business, in other words, you would go to essential and non-essential again when it comes to what can be open. So we're essential in the fact that we're food provider, right? So takeaway and delivery, that's essential, right? People have to eat. It's not essential that people come into our dining room and sit down to eat. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm just going to conform with cheerfulness to whatever the orders are. And I'm confident in our ability to promote the takeaway and delivery. As a matter of fact, we are fortunate that we have a great location and I can actually create a drive-through, right? So we could take the orders out front and have them drive on through, and then we've got a circle drive where they can turn around and get out. Grandpa. Oh, Grandpa's in the house? You back off of him, Mr. Mitch. He's a big old boy. He may be grandpa, but he got that working man muscle, you know what I mean? It throw you down like a sack of potatoes. I apologize, Mr. Mac. You know how some of these trolls are on these YouTube channels. 59. Whoa, 59. Right on. Isn't that like the beginning of the baby boom, right? 59 to 64? Is that? I don't know. You guys might be able to answer that. I know 64 was the last year, and I'm the youngest of 9. So all of my older brothers and sisters were the baby boom generation, right? Everybody had huge families, hence the name, right? Hey, you guys kill me. Warning, we have a troll in the house. He uses a fake account with a Tin Man as his photo, and I think he likes M&Ms or something. I'm not sure what the story is on that, but you guys, you know, James Dean, if you have to, on some of those comments where he's ragging on my friends, you know what I mean? Ah, shit. Guy's killing me, man. Nothing better than humor, man. Let's all keep smiling, right? We have 0% control of anything that's happening, going to happen, did happen. We have 100% control of how we react to it. I'm the internal optimist. You guys know. Hey, I'm happy to say we paid full salaries to our staff yesterday, and we want that to continue. We want more staff. So we're fortunate we got the breakfast going on. If we was a bar only, Inksay on the Oinksay, nothing would be happening. So the bar's closed, guys. And we definitely know that's for an extended 28 days. Minimal, but that's subject to change with today's orders. They may just keep doing it at, 1 month intervals on the bars. Not sure. And there may be amendments, A lot of bars after the last go round, when we all lived through this, when they reopened, they relicensed with food license. So like here in Bon Chong, we got a strip that's probably got 30 Farong style bars on it. And when they reopened, all of their signs said bar and restaurant, right? So they did have menus. It may be 2 items, like you could have the beef stew or the tom yum, and it might already been pre-cooked and in Tupperware, and they just microwaved it for you right there at the bar. But either way, they came back with food license, which really, really helped because the first restrictions to be lifted were on the food, right? Exactly. Exactly, wrong son. Will be. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'd say Mr. Mack reminds me of one of those guys that when you're walking down the sidewalk and you see him coming your way, you make room for the man. You know what I mean? You're the one that kind of scoots over a little bit. I mean, not just a big guy, but just the way he carries himself. Just saying, go easy. Yeah, Bill. Yeah, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Yeah, it may take a bit. Take a bit. Andy, up to you. I mean, you can drop your email here in the chat if you want. You may not want to do that but this chat will disappear after the live stream. It won't be available for playback. But either way, I'm sure you guys will get in touch. Crazy cold in Florida. Dang. Yeah, it's essential to our livelihood to at least be takeaway and delivery. And if you're feeling me, but like I say, guys, I'll just conform with cheerfulness. That's what I do, man. Doesn't mean I agree or disagree. It just, it's one of the tenets that I was taught early on. One should conform with cheerfulness to the government of the country in which they live. Out of respect, call him grandpa. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people never get the privilege of growing old, Mr. Mitch, and you're right. Now I'm a year younger than you, Eminem, but I have 11 grandchildren, sir. I'm an old grandpa. I've been a grandpa for a while. I started young, you know what I mean. 1946. What a year. Wrong son, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Wow, there's a lot of wisdom right there, guys. Thank you, Wrong son. Appreciate you so much. Pamrak kun. Pamrak kun thai. Mikaro makma kun thai. Generation K or Generation X. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm looking in the sun, trying to block the sun. I just want to keep it on the sun and then I'll start moving around here in just a second. Bill says, shoot my eyes. 1944, 76 in December. Well, thank you for that comment, young man. The greatest generation in the house, guys. Uh, no, I guess that's a little bit like the one before you, right? Bill would be the age of my father. Would have been my father and mother both were the same age, and they both would be, geez, 79, I believe. My father passed on his 75th birthday, which is also Veterans Day. He was an old Army vet from the Korean War, Bill. My father was, Tom South. Uh, my mother passed away at age 46, unfortunately, from a stroke. I was 20, 21 years old, something like that. So I lost my mother young, but thank you for that, Bill. Great years. Gotta love Thailand, 1956. There's like my big brother right there. My oldest brother, I think, was born in 56. Turned me on to Black Sabbath and Iron Man and taxidermy and all kinds of weird, cool shit. Like he had this button, this big button. He had an upstairs bedroom in a loft, like an A-frame attic. And he always kept all the black lights and he was always creepy, right? And there was like, I am Iron Man, you know, and I'm this little kid scared to death of my shadow. And he had this big button, round button, but he did all of his own stuff. He like did all his own taxidermy. He had stuffed dead animals all over, every kind of animal, not just the ones you hunt, but like roadkill he would find, he'd stuff it, right? So anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure he was born in 56. I lost him. He died at 39 years old, train accident. He was a paratrooper, 82nd Airborne vet. Anyway, uh, the sign, the button said, it's a large button. It's got a candle on both sides of it. Okay. And the button is like a scene, like a beach scene like this, only at almost completely dark, very little light on the ocean. And it says, why curse the darkness? Light a candle. And so, like, that was his philosophy. He was a hippie, right? And a paratrooper and a hip. I mean, the whole thing, right? So at a young age, he was a hippie and then ended up being an awesome soldier. And then, anyway, highly intelligent. And that made sense when I read the button. I'm like, well, no wonder he never has any actual lights on in his bedroom. Crazy. He really believed that. Don't curse the darkness. I was like, wow. Yeah. Had every album, you know what I mean? Every album you guys can think of all the bands from, from the 50s, 60s, 70s genre, rock and roll. All right, cool. There you go, Mr. Mac. Right on. Thank you, NYC. Thank you. Thank you very much. Larry Fournier, you're in the house. Hello, sir. It was a beautiful, amazing sunrise this morning. We're going to stay going as long as we can and try to get the crab fishermen coming in. They'll be coming in just a bit. I'm getting ready to move around, trying to catch up with the chat. Whoa, and I am behind. Now let me get back up there. It jumped on me. Thank you, Larry. Bill Bailey. Yeah, but I'm confident, Bill Bailey. Maybe starting out like I said, like the drunk uncle at the Christmas party, but it's going to be a long year. It's got to be better than the last one. Sam A. in the house, 1946 to 1962 were the baby boomers. What? Where did you get that at? That can't be right because I know 64 for sure is the last of the baby boom. You might want to check. I don't know what site you're looking at there, but go to like the official American, like census types websites on the generations. It's 64. Trust me, is the last year of the baby boom. I know that for sure. Yeah, exactly. That's what they all did last time. So most of them, that made it through the first one and didn't have to completely close it or mothball, right? That actually made it through and got reopened. That's what they did. They all had food license. Right? Temperature swings this time of year in the northern hemispheres. It's Larry. Yeah, Larry's a great guy, man. Right? I'm about to catch up. Ray. Okay, thank you for coming in, Ray. Have a great day at work or a great night at work or whatever shift you're working. Thank you. I agree with that statement, sir. Feeding your family is pretty damn essential. 70 degrees. Oh, that sounds perfect, man. It's just a little hotter than that here, Larry. It's perfect. You and I, Larry's in Tobago, in Trinidad, and it's like we have a lot of the same weather conditions. Right on. Thanks for that, Mr. Mitch. Appreciate you coughing up that information. We all need to see that publicly. Yeah. Happy New Year. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. Larry's a great guy, man. How's it going with the Thai lady, Larry? Give me some good new info. Spoke to her today yet? Larry, I'm holding out hope, man. Might be my first ever matchmaking live stream. I'm live over here with a few people. We watching the sunrise. Oh shit. You are the first of the baby boomer, Roxanne? Now, I don't know the year it started, but I promise you, 64 is the last year. I've known that like all my life. I'm the last of the baby boom. And we even did all the generational studies at the academy. My cadets gave presentations on how, let's say, the greatest generation would communicate with the millennial, or the millennial would communicate with a baby boomer, right? And yeah, 64, man. Somebody post that up if you can find the actual census report. Larry, I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'd hate to be an idiot and be wrong about it. And here I am, a 64, but I'm pretty sure that's the last year of the baby boom generation. And after that, you go to the next one, right? Which was what? Generation Y? Generation Y, then X, and then millennial, right? What's the new one? Are we on Generation Z? Does that mean like we've reached the end of the alphabet? They're going to start using something else. Right on, Steve. Awesome. That's great, man. Great news. Great news. It's a pleasure to grow old now, for sure. Oh, What I did there, guys. Pushed something wrong. All right. Okay. Give my eyes an angle away from that sun here for a second. Uh, Iron Maiden. Yeah. Right on. You guys hooked up. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I had a cool big sister that took me to concerts at Kemper Arena in Kansas City all the time, Mr. Mitch. So we share a lot of same history there. I mean, you just weren't cool if you didn't go to the concerts. 46 to 64. Okay, thank you, NYC. Thank you for that. Yeah, 64, last of the baby boom. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, thought so. Big families, right? All big families. Very, very rare that you came across an only child. You know what I mean? Like you were a real oddball if you were an only child. Yeah, stay in touch, guys. You bet, man. Anytime, Andy. You can always just go back and watch that highlight playback. And I also have some GoPro footage coming up in a vlog from today as well. Thank you, Andy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, man, that was awesome. I couldn't believe he actually did it. And he did it while my wife was filming me. That very first time. We're going to be great buddies one of these days. I'm sure of it. Got to earn his trust. You know what I mean? He's definitely 100% wild, guys. There's no doubt about it. He's just a wild animal. People in America don't really fully understand when I talk about all the soy dogs here in Thailand, but they're wild, guys. Absolutely wild animals. That's all there is to it. And they live in a wild world. You saw some of the fights. Well, maybe you didn't, but earlier on this stream before dawn, there were soy dog fights breaking out. There's alpha males. I mean, it's a wild world out here for the dogs. Yeah. See, now you guys are really going to be sharing information about Vietnam, Robert Mack. That's awesome. Thank you, Rong Sa. Yeah, very important. Get that food license if you want to. Yeah, I've always wondered about, is it exactly 30 or does it depend if it's odd or even years? Like, I don't really know how that works. Like, because I don't believe my daughters are in the same generation. Like, my oldest daughter is 36. My youngest is 28. So I think my oldest daughter is like that Generation X, and then my youngest is a millennial. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. Maybe it is 30 years. Good education on that. Wow, we have a lot in common. My oldest sibling was my oldest sister. She's older than my oldest brother. And my mom was never around. My mom was raising children by herself, divorced many times, married to a lot of drunks, honky tonk bars, you name it, right? In Kansas City. And anyway, yeah, so my oldest sister was like a mother to me for sure. And, she was, I'm going to say 12, 13 years older than me. So when I was a little baby, she's big enough to carry me around on her hip, right? So, yeah. And then later, she was just the coolest. Of course, smoked my first joint with her and, everything. Concert going. She took me to see Bruce Springsteen. And I wasn't a huge fan. I mean, I really liked Born to Run. Like, I liked his old stuff, right? But I wasn't a big fan of, Born in the USA and the new stuff he had out at the time. I was in junior high school at the time, so probably 78, 79, somewhere in there. But she took me to Bruce Springsteen and turned me onto this little thing that they called LSD. And it was Blotter. I think it was Goofy, like it was the Goofy character.
And so I took one of those and went into Kemper Arena, and we had the nosebleed seats up in the highest balcony, right? But very close to the stage, right off to the right side. And to this day, it was hands down the best concert I've ever seen in my life. And I wasn't even a huge fan of the Boss, but I've never seen a human being with that much energy for like a 2 hour show and 10 encores than that man ever before in my life. And it wasn't just because of the LSD, because I wasn't making him do anything, but my observation of it was obviously epic, but he never stopped, and he jumped into the floor of the audience multiple times and got passed around the arena like a feather, and never in jeopardy of being injured or anything. Then right back on stage, jumping up and down and jumping on the tallest speakers. And I mean, he was in his prime, you know what I mean? And the Boss was just that. He was the Boss. And then his saxophone player, Clarence, he would just appear up in the nosebleed sections. Like he'd come out of the dark and they'd throw a light on him, right? And he's up there playing that most amazing saxophone that he plays. And one time he popped out, he was like 30 feet from me. And swear to God, you didn't see him coming. They didn't have guards around him or nothing. It's like he's running around the halls of the Kemper Arena and picks a place where he wants to come. He's probably got a ear set, so they're talking to him, so they know where to shine the spotlight, right? And he comes out blaring, and you're just like, my God, man. It was like a rock and roll orchestra. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band was the most epic live concert event of my life. And I've been hooked on the Boss ever since. Not a huge fan of his politics, but I'm hooked on that guy, man. Just, man. Whoa, anyway, brought back some memories there. Who cares? I don't know what the who cares comment was about, but Mr. Mitch, can you check on that? I mean, German Herman kind of made a little crappy comment about American biscuits earlier, but watch out for him, Mr. Mitch. He's watching on Facebook, but anyway. It might have been, but it didn't change his performance. Like I'm sure it didn't change my perspective of it, but the man never stopped, guys. It was like it wasn't even a celebrity how he would just jump into the audience at any given time and get past completely different directions. And then they bring him all the way back to the stage, and he never stopped. Epic. I don't know how many of his live concerts were recorded. I'm sure there were several, but if you go back and find one during his prime, probably on the old 8mm or whatever, but truly epic. But yeah, Big Sisters and LSD. What a great subject. When you're the last of the baby boom, you get exposed to everything. You know what I mean? Still got a beautiful sun. I mean, just because we got the high cirrus clouds now, it almost looks like a continuation of the sunrise. You're getting up in the morning. What are we at 7:28, 7:28 a.m. But now I can't read anything because I've been looking at the sun. Well, funny, true story. True story. Wasn't embellishing anything there. That saxophone player, you guys know who I'm talking about, Clarence. I believe his name is Clarence. In '75, yeah. Oh, that was definitely prime time then. But when he did that Born to Run, oh my God. Like every song that he did live was an extended version of the song that you'd heard on his albums. He just overdid everything, but it was epic. And he had an orchestra behind him. He was like Elvis Presley, for Christ's sake. I mean, he had an orchestra, guys. Literally every instrument you can imagine. Massive groups of fiddles. Like it was a rock and roll orchestra with the most energetic performer I've ever seen in my life. I can't imagine that, Eminem. Cool. Ethan says cool. Oh, there we go. Yes. I've seen him multiple times at Kipper Arena, bought all the shirts. Yeah, I'm a way bigger Seeger fan than I am a Springsteen fan. Way, way bigger. I'm just telling you, maybe it was the LSD, but that was the most epic live performance I've ever witnessed. I believe it was 78. I was in eighth grade. I think it was seven. I know I was in eighth grade. I believe it was 78. Was going to Highland Junior High School, Kansas City, Kansas, in the Dot, Wyandotte County, where all the poor kids live. All right, German. Yeah, I'm not saying it was, brother. We have to be careful. I know you're new to the channel and you're watching on Facebook, and I really appreciate you, but it's not you per se, man. We just get a lot of people that come in and do stuff that we have to really watch out for. And Mr. Mitch is the best, man. He makes, okay. Oh, it was about the last comment. All right. I didn't know, like I wasn't following everything. So I don't mean to accuse you of anything you didn't do. Yeah. In the live stream. Whoa. What the hell? What did I? Okay. I just lost it all. The live stream is not going to last that much longer, so I'm glad I brought my GoPro, guys. I'm not going to bring you the live footage of the crab coming in. It usually doesn't happen till around 8. You can see they're setting up their stations over here. See a little fire going. They're bringing in the salt water, getting ready to sell, right? But I do have my GoPro with me, so we're going to have that on a vlog for you. Look for an upcoming vlog. I think it'll actually be better than me trying to run around with the live stream. If you guys caught that last time when I tried to, bring the live stream crab fishing. But my phone just gave me an alert, 15% power. So I'll keep it going as long as we can here. But yeah, I look forward to an upcoming vlog, man, with a GoPro. And I'll throw it in the editor, right? And try to really get some highlights of the crab action for you. It's really awesome. Right, Andy? Elephant trunk? Wow. I never heard of that one. That's awesome. Back in the day, we used to have, well, we had what they called tie stick. You guys remember that? We called it ganja. Ganja, right? Was our like code word, so the folks didn't know what we was talking about. But actually, the word for marijuana in Thai language is gancha, 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 right? So we just bastardized the Thai word for marijuana and called it ganja. Thai stick, Acapulco Gold. Of course, there was a lot of Arkansas Mountain Bud back in those days. The Ozark Hillbillies down there. That shit, yeah. It was all indica, like the couch potato stuff. Yeah, I had some experiences with that. Again, all of us that are in that generation, I mean, it's very rare to find somebody that wasn't a big weed smoker just because all the siblings and shit. Every house party was huge just with siblings and a few high school friends, right? And if you were the younger one, how could you not? You'd be totally uncool if you didn't take a toke, right? And LSD was just real common. I'm not proud of it, but I had some great experiences. I wouldn't do it again. But yeah, we used to do LSD and go caving in the hills of Arkansas. We'd go into deep caves. Yeah, on LSD with lights on our heads, like professional cavers. Crazy stuff. But a lot of concerts. Concerts were the ultimate LSD trip. You guys remember that stuff back in that era called Rush? Somebody mentioned Rush in concert. I've seen Rush too several times. Uh, but there was this stuff called Rush. It was in a little brown glass bottle, about the size of maybe 3 thimbles, and it was called Rush. And we would keep it in our locker. at our junior high. We keep it in our locker, and you just took a sniff out of it, right? And it was like pretty awesome. Like you could function, you could get through the school day, but you were stoned to the bone, if you know what I mean. I don't remember it lasting that long, so probably government got their hands on that situation and shut that down. But yeah, anybody remember that? Rush. Crazy stuff back in those days. Eddie Manning. Oh, thank you, Eddie, for coming in. Glad you came in. You always improve the quality of the live chat, sir. Cheers. Okay, cool. Oh, they're way behind. And I'm way behind too, German. Okay, yeah, come over to YouTube. Thank you, buddy. Smoked opium in Varanasi, India in 1981. An experience I will never forget, have never done since, yet want to try again. Unbelievable. Wow, Mr. Mitch. Yeah, opium was my favorite. I mean, you got to understand, I'm from Kansas City, Kansas, man. Wyandotte County, Highland Junior High. You know what I'm saying? We were, well, back then we were called jocks and hoods. And I was a hood that played football. I was really, really good at football on defense, defensive end. All time sacks, all time tackles, kicked everybody's ass in the entire conference when it come to defensive end, right? So, but I was a hood, and we'd take that opium. It was black and it was soft, like rubber, like melted rubber, right? You didn't have to do anything with it. You just kept it wrapped in cellophane, right? Plastic wrap, and kept it at room temperature. Well, you could take a little pinch of it and swipe a line down the paper of a joint, right? Down a zigzag. We always use slow burners. And just swipe, it would spread like really easy, like soft butter, right? And tip of your finger, just make a line and drop you the weed in there, roll that puppy off, and talk about having the rubber legs. I love the high on that opium. It was, I was fully functional, but it was definitely different than anything. But now I didn't ever smoke a lot of it, but that was the way we did it. And like the effects from the good weed, you didn't even realize that because it was so different. The opium high was so freaking cool. So I agree. I could have been a big opium addict if I'd ever went to India and went to an opium den, right? I'd have probably never left, right? Like that scene out of the Deer Hunter, you know? Start smoking that shit and yeah. Yeah, man. And okay. When they start coming in, Robert, I'm sure this phone's going to die probably, but I'll definitely bring you a better edited video, right, with the GoPro. I'll get right up in there with them. I've got my shorts on underneath my jeans, so I was planning on getting wet, like really trying to experience. I've already done it live and asked them all, Thai video, good eye mine, and they were all, yeah, cool, cool with the video. So, yeah, I'll have the GoPro on, right? Put it on the chest harness and try to really get embedded with the friendliest catch of Thailand. Top shelf mods, right on. There's, man, I tell you what, these channels can't make it without them. And you guys know I'm a little edgy, and I sure hope I didn't offend Herman, but it's just a reality that you wish wasn't true. That you didn't have all these people with all these fake accounts and shit and playing you. You know, it's just you don't want to deal with it. So without mods, I probably have to throw the damn channel in the trash, man. To be honest with you, I can't keep up with it. Like sometimes I forget, and I don't go back and read comments after a stream's been embedded on the channel. And holy smoke, you know, when I do get there, I'm like, oh, block, 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 remove, delete, mute. Yeah, it's just the things that people say. It's like, your mom ever tell you if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all? What's the point of it all? Obsession or jealousy or whatever it is. I don't know, but thank you, Mr. Mitch. I mean, I'm just lucky I got to meet Foreigner Joe, which is an awesome guy, unquestionable integrity. And he told me, this before my channel had 1,000 subs. And I think I went on a stream with him or something. Yeah, the 4th of July thing. And Mr. Mitch was in there modding for Joe. Joe told me, he's like, man, if you can get that guy on your, new channel, that'll help. Boy, was he right. Thank you. Right? Well, thank you, Mr. Mitch. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad you enjoy them. I think you'll enjoy that vlog from today, from the rest of it today. Got the GoPro, double batteries charged. You know what I'm saying? We'll get in there with them. Get in there with them. It was a cool live stream with the fishermen. That got quite a few hits. Quite a few views on that. And then, parts of it, the bit rate just sucks. And it's like, people tune out when it does that. And then it gets better after I stop. Yeah, we're all just regular guys, man. That's the thing. That's what makes it so unique. Like, we don't claim. I've always said that arrogance is the absence of humility. I don't like an arrogant man. Never have. And I certainly never want to come across as one of them. I'm a very humble guy. I just don't see how it is easier for me to go through life thinking that I know it all and other people are stupid if they don't speak my language. I mean, it really gets my goat, the narrow-minded arrogance, big egos. Big egos. Oh, we're all admitting it now, wrong side. Welcome to the club. We're all stoners, or used to be, right? We've all partook. Later, Mr. Mitch. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Herman. Look, I apologize, brother. I really do, man. I hope you believe me. It's just we get, I had one that was really obsessed for a while, and it just still going, creating fake accounts. So I apologize, Herman. I really do. Okay, kudos to you. Your comment wasn't out of line or anything. I got to just kind of give a heads up to mods when we have a brand new name and it's just, you just got to check. But thank you, man. Appreciate you coming over to the channel. Yeah, cigarettes are no good either. Richard, back in the house. Yes, he is a legend. Absolutely is. And he helps so many channels. That's the thing. It's like ready, willing, and able when he's got the time and he understands the importance of protecting, you know, good people that are just trying to, put out stuff for a really good audience. And then you've got these people that want to come in there and try to spread their misery. And he's just the best at it. And he knows he's got 100% discretion on my channel. Whatever he does has got the approval before I even know about it. I don't care. He really is Robert Mack. I mean, I call him my big brother. He's got a lot of the same features of my big brother I was talking about earlier that was born in 56, 54. I can't remember what the year was. But anyway, my oldest brother and the paratrooper hippie lost him at 39 to a train accident. But he's about Joe's size, like not real tall, but always really thick, right? At the chest and upper body and big, huge calves, thigh, just a horse, an ox of a man. And I lost him young, and Joe just not only looks a lot like my older brother Curtis, but he has that mannerism, he just like really calm and soft spoken and like comes across as completely harmless. You can't imagine what it would take to get him rattled. But then if you ever saw him rattled, you'd be like, holy shit. So yeah, I call him my big brother, man, and I mean it. I mean, he really is. And he genuinely has shown me friendship ever since we met. Came out of his way from clear on the other side of the Gulf here to come and help promote the business for the grand opening. I mean, he was instrumental in getting other people to come. I mean, it's like that's my friend, and I'm gonna go help promote his business. Just straight up, straight up, genuine. And a lot of people judge us YouTubers by what they see, in the videos or whatever. And I think Joe comes across as a real genuine guy, but a lot of people look at it like, yeah, but why is he doing this? And why would he want to make a channel? And there's some other motive, and want to see behind the curtain. And like Richard said one time, just watch and enjoy the videos. Like it's not about prying into that person's life. You don't become an overlord of a person when you subscribe to their channel and start telling them what they need to do and everything they got wrong, right? It's just the people that do that are such a small fraction of a percentage, but they're persistent. You know what I mean? And it's just without guys like I've got. I mean, you see all the people that are automatically mods on my channel just because. I mean, I've had some live streams when I wasn't paying attention to the chat. It went down the toilet, man. And I found out about it the next day. I wasn't monitoring the chat, and I found out about all the crap that got said. And I've had customers in our new business that refuse to be on camera only because of the YouTube world. They'll let me post pictures of them up on our Facebook page or whatever, but no, because a lot of times they read those comments before I get them taken down, right? Like on the vlogs, if I'm not like, as soon as I upload a vlog, I got to keep an eye because I get those instant, 4 or 5 thumbs down, and they're all fake accounts or whatever. So they're going to, try to scare people away from my channel by throwing in some wicked statement, right? And then you get an actual local customer, paying money to come to your nightclub, and they're following you on the YouTube, and they see those comments. They don't want to be on camera. That's why we really stopped all the live stream from the bars, guys. Really, unfortunately, it's that fraction of a percent, but you can't. There's no way, unless you got a staff hired to monitor everything that happens on your channel. There's no way you can keep up with it and people not see it. So when they see that shit, I've had threats about how there's going to be trouble at my bar and all that shit. It took me a while to get the comment down. Like, why would a customer want to come to my bar if they read shit like that on my YouTube channel, right? So it's sad, but they're not going to stop me because I got all these great people that you got my back. Take that shit down and help me. Ooh, there it went. Are we black? Yeah, we're gone.